Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Planet for Tech. I hope you all are doing great and learning lots by watching all the continuous episode of the PHP Beginner to Master. So guys, today I am going to describe you how to generate Captcha using the PHP. So today we will see how we can generate the Captcha using PHP, and we will implement that Captcha in a login form. So these all we are going to understand it one by one. So before moving ahead, we need to understand few PHP image related functions. Like there are few set of functions which are going to be used to generate the captcha here. So I have listed here. So there are lots of image related functions, but I have listed here only six because these six we are going to use while generating the captcha in PHP. So the first function is here image create true color. So what this function does? So this function basically takes two argument width and height, and it create one image. After that, we need to use image color allocate. So this function takes four arguments. The first one is what the image which was created by the first function, and the RGB, so red, green, blue. So this is the color pattern we need to specify here, like what color we want. So R, G, and B. So all this color set will have less than or equal to 255. So these are the actually code for the RGB. So we have to specify the value for R, G, and B. So after this, once the color is created, we are going to use image fill. So this image fill function is used basically to fill the background color, of image generated. So here you can see it is taking four argument image x and $x, $y, color. It means this is the image file in which we want background color. X and y is the position, like from which position we want to fill that color. So it might be 0, 0, it might be 10, 10, whatever you want to give. So that should be the coordinate value, and the color, like what color we have created, whatever color we have created by using these functions, so that color we have to specify. So no need to worry, I am going to show you all these functions practically one by one. But before moving ahead, we just discussing having the short knowledge about this function, what this function are going to do. So here the next function is image string. So this function basically used to draw a particular string. Let's suppose we have some captcha, like you have seen in a banking website, another website as well. Like there are some random captcha string coming, like a few letters and few you can say digits also. So that is a form of string. That string we are going to write on the image. So this function we can use image string. So first argument image we have to specify, and the second is the font size. It is not a font, it is a font size actually. And the next x and y, it is the position, like at from which position we have to start writing this string. And this is the color, means what will be the color for that string, like foreground color, what color we want, so that we have to specify here. Now next, image PNG. So there are other format of image also, like JPG and PNG. So if we are using a image PNG, so it will give us the transparent image, and that image will be in the PNG format. PNG is nothing but the portable network graph. So to generate the PNG format, we use image PNG. If you want, you can create image JPG also, but here we are going to understand image PNG. So what it does, it just create one image on the PHP memory space. It is not going to save it in our device. If you want to save it in our device, so you need to specify the path, and for that we need other function. So that we are not going to cover here, because we need the image for temporary purpose. So it is temporarily going to save this image on the PHP memory space. Once we will use this image in a captcha, then after it is recommended to free the memory. So to free PHP memory, we need to destroy this image. So we are going to call image destroy function. So this way, this six function we are going to use to generate the captcha. Once this captcha are generated, we are going to use it in our login form. So let's start it and see how we can implement in our PHP login form. Let me start VS Code. So here I am going to create one PHP file to generate the captcha. So let me make this file name as captcha as it is, captcha.php. So in this file we are going to write the code to generate the captcha. So let's start it, how we can do it. So this function we have to implement one by one. So first of all we need image create true color width and height. So let's create it first. Img equals to image create true color. Here we have to give the width and height of the captcha. So let's suppose we have width equals to 60 and height equals to 24. So we need to specify this width here and the height as well. So this way we just created one image, that is img, so we can make it like that. Yes, so this image is created. So this is the first step. Now in the second step, we are going to create two colors, one for foreground color, one for background colors. So for that we need to use image color allocate function. So I'm going to write step 2 here. So this we have created and we have to provide this image as a first argument, and after that we have to provide RGB. So I am going to have 15, any random value you can have, 26 and 30 like that. So this is what foreground color we have created, and we just need to copy it for background. So now here I am going to create the background color, BG color. So for that I'm going to have different value, like if foreground and background both will be same, so it will we will not be able to see the image properly. Ideally, we should keep that background as a dark color, so we can give the maximum value of R and maximum value of G and maximum value of B as well. So this is the maximum value of RGB. So this is the step 2, and now we need to create now we need to have the step 3rd. So in the step 3rd, we are going to have image field. So in this we have to give image XY and color. So let's see here. So we have to provide the image background color. So this is the step 3rd. So we want image field. In this first argument is the image itself, and the second argument is the position. Sorry, it is the X and Y position. So let's suppose we want it from 0 to 0, and the last one is the color. So we want background color BG. So this way image is filled with the background color. Now the next step is what? We need to write a string on the image. So this is image string we have to give. So let's see. So in this image string function, we need to specify, like, the first argument is the image and the second argument we need to pass. It is the font and other values. So we need to pass one by one it. So here we can see the first argument image, second font size, then third is $x, $y. This is the position, and the string we need to pass. So font size we can keep it as small as we can uh, view it properly. So let me keep it 20. So or else we can keep 15 as well. And the next is what? Here we need to provide the string, what string we want to be shown on that captcha. And the last one is what? Here we have to give the foreground color. So the foreground color we have already created, and string we can create it randomly. So string here I'm creating, and this string we have to create, and we have to store it in a session for future use. So to create and store the value in a session, we need to use session start function, and we need to create the session string here. So randomly we are creating any value. Let's suppose we want 4 digit or 6 digits, so we can create like this 6 digit we want every time. So the minimum value is, you can say here, and the maximum value is 6 times 9. Now this will give every time random value between this and this, so that will be a 6 digit, you can say, and we should store it in a session. we are just storing it so that future we can use it in our login form. So here we can keep it captcha. So this here we have just generated the session and string, and this string we have uh, right printed on this image. So this way fourth step is complete. Now the next step is what? Once it is created, we have to call it image png and image destroy. So let me call this function one by one. So the last step is create and destroy. So this will be the fifth step, you can say. Create, we need image png function, and here we can pass image, and to make the PHP memory free, we want image destroy function. So here we need to pass the dollar image. So you can see this is done. Now the first last step is what? We need to render this image, because we are not going to download it. Instead, we are going to render it on other page. So for that, we need to use a header so that it is going to generate the image on the browser. So here we are using two headers. This header is used only to remove the cache, and this header is used to to generate this image PNG on the browser. So this way we have this images. So this is what, and here in the X and Y position we can give some position, or we can give the random position. So for now I am keeping this we can keep 20 or 10 is fine. So we can see we all are done. We have done all these steps here to generate the image. Now let's see this image is generating on the browser or not. Let me start the browser. So here you guys can see the image captcha is generating, and if I am just reloading the page, so every time it is generating the new one. But one problem we can see, it is bit cropping because the image size is bit small. So let me increase the image size as well, so that we can see this in a proper shape. So let me keep width as 100 and height as 50. So this time we are going to see the full captcha. You can see here every time it is giving the random value. Now the time comes, like we have to implement this captcha in our login page. So I'm not going to create the complete login page. Instead of that, I'm going to create single input in which we are going to validate this particular captcha is correct or not. So let me create the new file here. So that file I'm considering index.php. So in this I'm going to have, first we need to start session. So this way we have created the form. Let's see how it looks in the browser. So this is the index page. So you can see it is showing like this. Now we are going to write something here, and we have to display the captcha as well. So for that we need one img tag. So to display that captcha here, we need to have the image tag here. So let me have one img tag. And in the src, so this line of, you guys, you have to notice here in the src we have to pass the name of the file in which we are generating the captcha. So we have created one file, that is captcha.php. So from there only it is going to have the image. So here you can see the image captcha is showing this way. Every time we are doing, it is showing. So we, instead of reloading from it here, we can give the reload icon here. So we can see we have created one refresh here. So it is just refreshing. You can see the captcha code is refreshing every time. Now we need to put this code here, and we have to validate it. So to check the input of user captcha what we have entered, we need to check if form is submitted or not. If it's set, here we are going to check post and the input name user captcha. If this is available and this is not at blank, and it is not blank. Instead of that, this we can check not empty. This is fine. This is going to check is set and not empty as well. If this is not empty, so we are going to check like this is valid captcha or not. So for that we have already created one user captcha. Here we are going to check if condition. If this user entered captcha is equals to the session captcha. This one we have already stored here in the captcha.php. So this we are going to check it here. If both are equal, then we will say uh, echo captcha validated successfully. Validated successfully. Otherwise, we can say invalid captcha simply. So let me show you this working or not. So here you can say this the 16 I am putting any random thing and see it is saying invalid captcha code. Now going to put proper value, it is 269665 and see. So again it is saying invalid captcha code means there is some issue that we have to check. So there is no issue, only the thing is what we have not refreshed the page. That is why it was showing like that. So going to put like correct value 293365. So it is saying validated successfully. If I am giving wrong, let's suppose. So it is saying invalid captcha code. If I am giving correct one 390427. So it is saying the valid captcha code. So this way guys you can create the your own captcha and you can use it in your login page. So for this session this much guys, and in the next coming session I am going to describe you the new and important topic of PHP. So till that just do practice and keep enjoy, and if you like our efforts don't forget to like and share it among your friends, and if you haven't subscribed our channel so please subscribe it and share among your friends. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you for watching, thank you so much.